Okay, hello again. It is Luna and Athena. Now, I think if there was a vote, or there was the world's worst camera angle or camera person to the film, it would go to me, because I've tried this a few times now where I've balanced it on my leg. I've tried it all. So right now I am resting it on my thigh. So you have seen this one. This is a video all about my Books of Shadows. You've seen this one. This one was in my books and more books video. This I would describe as my first Book of Shadows, because it's my own writing. There's been quite a few debates that I've seen online, and I know someone had mentioned it on my YouTube channel. The question of if it's been made for you by someone else and it's got someone else's working it, can you then call it your own Book of Shadows? To me, Book of Shadows to me means your book of knowledge. Now, the way I look at it is Generation Witches. I've met one before. They had a Book of Shadows that wasn't their Book of Shadows. It was their grandmas and that person and their mothers and, blah, blah, before time, if that makes sense, passed down to them. And it shared all of their knowledge, and then they added stuff to it as well. So it became like a book of knowledge, like a Book of Shadows. For me, I don't have that. I don't know anyone who is a witch in my family or anyone in my town, for that matter, that shares the same kind of path that I'm on. So this book that I brought, that you've seen a video of me unboxing, this book was made for me by a lady in America. And yes, it's got like things that have been added to it, pages of knowledge, but it's also got lots of pages for me to add to. So I still consider it to be my Book of Shadows. So I'm not going to do a video on that one today. Not that one. Not that one. This one. This is what I would say was my first ever Book of Shadows, and it's not been finished. Reason being, and don't judge, I'm going to be honest, I don't like to keep things and I'm not bothered by it. It was a lot more filled, and as you can see, it's been destroyed during an argument I had a few years ago with my husband. It was quite a long time ago. We both had a bit to drink, both arguing, and he had hold of my book and he ripped it. So a lot of the pages are missing, and yes, you're probably all thinking, oh, what a horrible thing to do. There's a side to every story. I was being a cowbag. I don't excuse his behaviour, but things happen and you get over it and you move on. And maybe it was meant to happen. Maybe the stuff in the book wasn't supposed to be there. So this is what I've kind of kept in. And it's got no order to it, because it's literally just a lot of it's gone from it. So this was basic spell writing. Cosmology. That's about... Oh, this is about... the story of Diana, like the goddess and god story, legend, should I say. Then you've got the Wheel of Life. You've got spirit boards, which I don't agree with, by the way. I did it for a friend about 6 years ago, and it's, how old was I? I must have been about 17. You're at that age where, oh, let's do a Ouija board. Let's see what happens. Fortunately, at the time, because I was studying all of this, I made sure that it was that protected that we didn't get anybody come through anyway, and my friends were a bit bummed out by it. I made sure that we'd cast a circle. None of the stuff that you see on all the horror films that I think my friend at the time was expecting to happen. So we didn't get a result from it anyway, and I've never done it since. So is that it? Oh, that is it. So as you can see, it's a brilliant book. And I love how it's like done in sections. Better if you can see it there, I think. One of the things that was in this book was how I chose my magic name, which is Luna Anathena. I think I actually used an anagram. Is it called an anagram? Through the three things that meant the most to me. So Pisces, because I am a Pisces. Amethyst. Luna, because I love the moon, and I feel it's the moon that kind of started me on my path of witchcraft. And yeah, I think I put it all together and it came up with Luna Anathena. And I actually remember looking up that Anathena is actually associated with a dark goddess. It's actually associated with something negative. But I chose to keep it because I saw it as white and dark makes me... Well, no, because I'm not saying that I practice dark magic, because I don't. I'm completely against all that. Like, you see people that say there's no such thing as a white witch or a black witch, it's a grey witch. I think I kind of felt like by keeping Luna and Anathena, that was, I don't know. I'm going to shut up. Anyway, that's my first ever Book of Shadows. I'm really sorry it's not got a lot in it. Now, my next books that I'm going to go on to film, the reason I've done it like that is because this is fine. This page is fine. That's okay. It's when you go on to pages like that, I don't like it. There's just too much writing. And if I want to pass this book down to my child, if and when I have one, I know if I was a kid or if I was an adult, if I wouldn't be able to sit there now and go and read all that. And it's just, although it's all my own stuff, it's just too much writing. I'm not very creative when it comes to art. I love singing and writing lyrics and things like that, but when it comes to drawing, Stickman is all you're going to get with me. So that was my first book. My second book, again, you'll notice that a lot of them aren't actually finished. Not half of them are even started properly. At the moment, I'm actually in the process of finally starting my actual own Book of Shadows. In the sense of what I mean is, I make it myself. The paper's done by myself. All the research is wrote by me. It contains everything that I have done. Whereas a lot of this stuff that I've got is either by someone else or has been by me but done by someone else, if that makes sense. So, so I have ordered a folder from Zazzle, which Rare Wicker, amazingly, Angela she's called, she has kindly offered for it to get sent to her in America, and then she's going to post it to me. So that's on its way, so that's going to be my research folder. So all the research is going into that folder. It's just a big binder, and I'm going to put all the research, all my resources, everything that I've used up until now in there. And then I can finally start making my own book using the resources that I've got. And it's going to be a long process, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good challenge, and I'm looking forward to doing it. So I'll show you my next Book of Shadows in a minute. Alright, love and light to you all. Bye.